My name is Margaret Ann Windsor, and this is me. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in '41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of the twin, um, Peggy and Dempsey Childers. I married Childers. Peggy and Carl were both killed by their mother, Lina. They were born out of wedlock, and that was a hellhole of pigsty. I still have to use the name Peggy Ann. I use Childers. I found out in '83 I'd been kidnapped, and who my parents are, King Edward VIII, the real King Edward VIII, who married Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor, who's the real Queen Mom. And my mom is the baby sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe, born in Madison, Wisconsin. And a double was an imposter was used to marry Wallace Simpson, the American spy. And everything they said about my father was a lie. They took down a decent man, and that's why they did it. And the New World Order, the Freemasons, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the Jews, the Kennedys. Joe Kennedy was ambassador sent there during that period of time from 36 to 46. And he and my Uncle George, who's illegal, there was an interim government because the New World Order was orchestrating the takedown of my father, Edward VIII. And my own uncle, they gained his support. My father stepped back because part of the Windsors did not like the fact that my father had married my mom, an American. And by the way, let me make this point. I'm British. I've never been anything but, and so are my children, wherever they are, Mark and Scott, who are heirs after me. But anyway, I love my mom dearly, but the Americans have certainly let her down. But anyway, my mother was Irish Catholic, and some of the Windsors didn't approve of it either. It gave them a chance with the Rockefellers to jump in and hijack the monarchy. And my uncle, who was illegal, George VI, signed treaties that allowed the United States to put its military bases all over British. And again, I'll say, where have all the British gone? Look around you. They're over, are made to look like they're helping go into Nigeria. The United States carry all these forces in. Are you sure, people, that the United States didn't instigate the whole thing to begin with, and they're invading Nigeria? They go in looking like the good guy. I know that they've used mind control, and it's mass at this point, and has been, what they can do with it. Edward Snowden just touched the iceberg on what the NSA can do. And MK Ultra and FBI, they're all now under one, and they're really under the New World Order. I hope the FBI aren't. Let me rephrase that. But they're all under global, which is the New World Order, Illuminati at this point. Obama's a part of it. Elizabeth, she's illegal, but she's there, and she used me in the takedown of Great Britain and my father to get to this. She's a crook and a criminal. So I've said all this. What I wanted to say, couldn't put up the last tape I did today. I was trying to tell about, well, I was kidnapped. I've said that. I have to give a little background to get someone to know if they're just looking at the tape for the first time. But anyway, what's happened, when I came up here, I found out my real name. I'd done a book on mind control back in '77, '78, and Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I used that kind of to get your attention, to let you know this whole list of murders done in patterns deliberately. So you think, because mind control is invisible, you can't, how would you prove it? No one will ever know how many times somebody's died or been programmed and sent to prison due to mind control. But the ones that I spoke of that they kept on doing deliberately have been done and still are. I'm up here in Roanoke, Virginia. The Virginia Tech shootings back in April the 16th of '07 were done in patterns. And the young man from Korea that he was programmed to do the shooting, so he's a victim too. It is so hard to get someone to even comprehend because this is the excellent weapon because people think that they can disassociate themselves with it when they can't. I mean, no one is immune to it. So I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, there's been a bunch of them, the Tucson, Arizona. You can go way back. Elvis Presley was killed using it, etc. Now I want to get back to what they've used my illness. I'm allergic to chemicals. It's an immune disorder. When I'm around certain chemicals and you breathe it makes your immune system attack itself. And there's nothing funny about it. It can be deadly. And over time, if you're put in an environment where you're forced to inhale these chemicals, then it depletes your body, your immune system. It attacks itself. Your liver's damaged, your kidneys, your heart, your veins, etc., your body parts, your brain cells. I need my lungs. I need my kidneys. I need all my body parts just like everybody else. Yet this has been used on me, my whereabouts controlled. It looks like I'm able to move back and forth where I want to. That's a total lie. I wouldn't be here in this country if I could. I'm not sure about now with Elizabeth controlling everything. I know the British have been the ones and Germans that saved my life, and some Americans, but most Americans take it as a joke and they hate my guts. It's an odd thing too. They treat me like well, like a criminal. Let me put it that way. That I'm the one that committed the crimes. It's almost like they block it out when you're telling them what they've done and you even proven it. They get mad at me. It's a weird thing. It attacks their image, I suppose. Now that I'm getting away from what I was going to tell. When I've been run from place to place, and I think I put this on the other tape, I mean, no one's boycotted like they're doing out. The Sultan of Brunei owns the Beverly Hills, and you've got the stars that have boycotted, and they've got the press, and they're covering it, and how bad the Sultan is. He treats women. I've had no rights. I have been tortured. It's how they've done it. And my sons Mark and Scott, who are heirs, I have no idea where they are. I haven't. And nobody will touch it to help me. They run me with chemicals. They make me move from here to there. And I'm going to lose it going back and trying to make a point. Oh, let me finish that about the Sultan of Brunei. What does people think they've done to me is hideous. They do not want it told what was done to me and my sons here. Besides the kidnapping, in plain sight, this has all been done. But they're talking about the Sultan of Brunei, and today CBS made a point on there. They said something about in the boycott. Well, they were telling about the Sultan and all the money and everything he has, and they showed a picture of Charles, who would be the illegal. He's not the prince. His mother's not the legal heir. He's part of the New World Order, a member of it, just like his mom is. But he was shaking hands with the Sultan of Brunei. Here people are hating the Sultan because of this. And maybe they should. I'm not going to say it's wrong what's being done to the women. Look, what's been done to me is my point, and I'm the real monarch. And Charles, on the other hand, shaking hands with him, the world thinks Elizabeth is great, and William, his son, is great. They're killers. They should be prosecuted. Till these people are locked up, handcuffed, and prosecuted, it's going to keep going on. And the New World Order is already in place. And I'm getting away from, again, on another tape of what I was meant to say about what's going on to me here. I give so much background to get people to understand. Anyway, with what's happened to me, nobody boycotted. Everybody was busy trying to get me. And the people, housekeepers where I've lived or maintenance, they didn't boycott. They saved their jobs because it was easier to attack me. Now I'm going to go on with the next tape. And the tape's going to be entitled, here's what's going to be entitled, Is There Intent to Kill Me or Clean the Room?